Well, in the spirit of Giving Tuesday, goats are one of the most impactful and charitable gifts you can give. John is back now with two special guests to tell us more. John.
Thanks, Scott. Jonathan Papalidis joins us now, and Jonathan is with a organization called World Giving, right?
World Vision.
World Vision, sorry, World Vision. And they're a global organization, Christian charity organization designed to alleviate poverty, hunger, lack of education, and I suppose oppression that goes along with that. Thanks for joining us today, Jonathan. Appreciate it. So, how long have you been involved in charitable organizations?
Oh, for about almost 2 decades now.
2 decades.
Yes.
And what do you do in that context? Do you go into communities and serve people on a one-to-one basis?
Yes. World Vision is a Christian humanitarian organization. We're working on providing long-term solutions to poverty. We do humanitarian emergency response after disaster.
So, like, where have you been? What parts?
I've been in Haiti after the earthquake. I've been in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and parts of sub-Saharan Africa that are really hard hit by crisis, by
Political instability. Poverty.
Absolutely.
So you've seen a lot of suffering.
We have.
And I think in the United States we forget just how much suffering there is in this world. There's quite a bit, isn't there?
Yes. The good news of that story is that about 1 billion people have been lifted out of poverty over the last 3 decades.
And the reason that you bring your representative of the goat world into us today is because you wanted to make a point that it doesn't take much to really change a person's life. And your organization provides, for instance, goats for families.
We do. This little goat is cute and cuddly, but in the developing world, she is a lifesaver, a life transformer. She makes about 16 cups of milk a day. And for a family that has nothing,
Yes.
in abject poverty,
Right.
that milk provides nutrition for their families, and the surplus gives them a small business.
An income. Yeah.
Income. So it's the gift that keeps on giving.
And you say for a $75 gift. Now, for $75, can you actually put a goat into a family's life?
We do.
Wow, that's
Absolutely.
amazing. And that's not just the only thing you do. The only thing they do. Goats are one thing, but you also do chickens. You do fishing equipment. You do fresh water. You do educational supplies. I saw one thing on your website, educational supplies. You were saying that for a $50 charitable donation, you get $600 worth of school supplies to children. How is that even possible?
These gifts go a long way in places where there's very little. And so World Vision has been working in these places for decades, and we've built up the community relations and the infrastructure so that gifts like this can really hit somebody at a very meaningful moment in their life when they really need it.
And plus you get some charitable contributions from corporations as well that I guess are kind of like matching gifts. Is that right?
We do indeed.
And it's a great organization. Richard Stearns, not our Richard Stearns, but Richard Stearns at the Linux Corporation and I think Parker Brothers Toys, who was the CEO, gave all that up to become the CEO of your organization and to manage it because he had a calling. And so you do really great work. You have good leadership. If you look at some of the charitable watch groups out there, you consistently rate very highly as an organization where a lot of the dollars go right to helping people. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
How can people get involved and help this Christmas season?
They can go to worldvision.org and find the gift catalog there. The gift catalog is how you find your goat or your chickens. There's other things you can do
Or your
as well.
fresh water.
Your fresh water. You can
Education.
stock a medical clinic
Ah,
for
it's
very little
fantastic.
amount of money.
I'll tell you, one of the things that we have in our family tradition at home, and we've adopted lately, is we have our meal, our Christmas meal, and then we do a little gift game at the table. And then everybody throws in $20 or so, and we spend the evening surfing the internet for charities that you can give to as a collective group at the table. And this would be a perfect organization to look at the wonderful things that you do on your website. So
And I'm
it's
so
a
glad you
beautiful
said tradition, because the gift catalog is in its 21st year now.
Wow.
And World Vision has found that families come around the table with the catalog
Yes.
and use it as a teaching tool for their children.
It
to actually
is
show them what's going
a
on.
beautiful idea to do that,
Yeah.
because there is so much that you can give for really so little. So it's
It's really about sharing big dreams at the holiday season and doing something that's more tangible in terms of a meaningful gift than the gadget or the toy.
I think we
It's
should
going
leave it at
beyond
that. Worldvision.org. Check them out. Thanks for coming in today. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And little sister, you were absolutely beautifully well behaved. I have to introduce you to Linda Carson later. We'll be right back.